Hey everybody, welcome to the Legacy Up channel. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. My name is Giovanni Rodriguez. I'm a serial entrepreneur, formerly in the corporate world for almost 10 years, then decided to move into business, and now I'm looking to build a legacy, build something that will impact a lot of people positively, so that way when I'm gone, that legacy lives on, and I'm able to say that I did something positive in this world and something worth talking about. And this channel is a part of that. So right now, if you're tuning in, you're a part of that legacy as well. And I'm looking at build a community of what I call legacy builders, people who are looking to achieve long-term success in life and their business, and are looking to do whatever it takes to create a great impact, to create a larger impact in society and their communities, so that when they're gone, they're remembered for that legacy, and they've given back in the best way possible according to their specific talents and traits. So that's what this channel is about. I'll be talking on different topics, concepts that have to deal with building a legacy, building long-term success. I'll be doing interviews with some people, so I'm gonna be looking to get some people, not maybe any big names, but they're big names to me. They're people who I will be, who I respect greatly, and who I look to them and I look at their legacies and see the value that could be provided by bringing them onto the channel and talking about their lives and what they've done. So I'll be looking to interview people to help bring some perspective to what legacy is and different ideas, provide value for all of you during those interviews. So I look forward to that. Haven't gotten anybody in our interview yet, but I already got some things lined up to see. You just got to see when it's going to happen. So I'm excited about getting the first actual interview up, and that will be soon. But for now, we're just talking about different topics, concepts, my personal experiences on legacy and on building long-term success and providing long-term value in life. So this episode is an interesting one because we're going to be talking about overcoming limiting beliefs. This is a big one. It's a big one, and it has to do with mindset. And it's one of the first hurdles that a lot of great people have to get through. And before we move forward, just remember, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. I have to say that because I want to make sure we reach the most people possible and help get some legacy builders in the room and in our community, so that we can help motivate and educate people so that they can live to their fullest potential. Because everybody, I believe, has a chance to create a legacy in one way or the other. We just got to realize it and start taking action towards building it. So I appreciate it. Now, we're going to be talking about overcoming limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are basically belief systems that we've acquired through either were the family, right? Through our family, the way we were brought up, basically. That's one of the main factors of our belief system, of what we believe, our values, right? What we believe of ourselves, what we believe the world is, and our perspective of different things in this world come from our belief system. So it makes sense that we talk about this, because if you have limiting beliefs, or your beliefs are limited by different concepts and things that you were brought up with that may not be true and are limiting your potential, then we have to talk about them. You have to overcome those limiting beliefs so that you can reach that full capacity, that full potential that's in you to do great things. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to do great things, because you're not going to dare to move forward. You're not going to be able to hit that pinnacle because you're being held back by that belief system, that false belief system. I'll give you one of mine. Before, I used to, for example, think that everybody who would get ahead in life at a quick pace was because they cheated in some way, or they were dishonest in some way, or they just basically, I felt like there was always some type of way of tricking. You had to find a way to trick the system in some way to get ahead. And I've noticed that's not the belief system. That's not the correct one. You have to align with the fact that yes, some people do that, but the consequences down the road are usually disastrous when you start seeing those people's lives and how they end up later on ending up stumbling and falling horribly. Whereas if you maintain your values, you maintain, a great work ethic, you maintain your value system, you look to provide value to everybody, you remain humble, and you just are wanting to provide and help as much people as you can, then there is no way that you will not eventually reach your pinnacle. There's no way you're not going to be successful and create a great legacy if you're with that mindset. But we have to first identify what those limiting belief systems are. That was one of mine, right? Once I got past that and realized, yeah, some people do that, but is that the correct way to do it? Well, no, obviously it's not. There's the right way to do it, which is working hard, making a plan, executing, being disciplined, consistent, and doing the right thing, and people will respect you for that, and they will value you for that, and that's where you will begin to build great relationships and great businesses and just a great life if you base your belief system on the correct things. But sometimes when we're growing up, unfortunately there's different people, family members, and just maybe not their fault, but they sometimes limit us. They sometimes want us to believe that we should just be quote unquote normal and just get a degree, and nothing wrong with that, right? I'm all for education, but if that's not the path that you believe you're destined for, you don't believe that's your purpose, then why would you do something against your belief of what you truly believe you've been brought to this world for? You shouldn't limit yourself, especially not for what somebody else says, especially not based off of somebody else's belief. You should not limit yourself in any way in this life. I truly believe we are all capable of building great, lasting legacies, something that will be worth speaking about when you're gone. I believe that. I believe everybody has that potential. We just have to basically find the ways to switch off all those limiting beliefs and all those different little things, details that hold us back and make us doubt ourselves and make us not think we could do these things. And that's a lot of people have a lot of talent, but these limiting beliefs kill their dreams. And that's why you can't be surrounded either by people who will feed you negative things or increase your thought process or increase what you think already in terms of your limiting beliefs. If you're around people that will just increase what you already think in terms of the limiting beliefs, then you're just going to keep going down. What you first got to do is identify what that limiting belief is. Don't listen to nobody else, or focus on you, and you will be able to realize what your limiting beliefs are. You have to really focus in your interior and say, okay, a lot of the limiting beliefs are connected with fear, right? They're connected with a fear of doing something, a fear of moving forward in certain directions, and you have to identify it. And then once you identify it, you then implement new practices to overcome that belief, that limiting belief. So you have to put in the steps to confront on a daily basis those limiting beliefs, so that in your mind you start to realize, well, this really isn't what I thought it was. This really isn't as bad as I thought. I shouldn't really fear this. I shouldn't really have thought, this way before. Because as you continue to take action, then you'll start saying, wait a second, this is way different than what I thought. And boom, next thing you know, as you keep practicing and you keep taking action, you'll start overcoming those limiting beliefs. So you have to really identify exactly what the limiting belief is, and then once you've identified it, now it's time to take action and put the right foot forward in terms of, okay, now let me see, what can I do? Okay, they told me I couldn't do this. They told me I couldn't open a business because my family's never really opened any businesses. We've never really been those type of people. I should just stick with a normal job. Well, why don't you try it out? Why don't you look towards expanding your knowledge on business and how a business is run and how you can open a business and what it costs, and get together with people who have already gone through the process, who will motivate and go against that limiting belief, but show you the reality. It's not just about going against it. It's about showing you the true facts of the situation so that that limiting belief does not hold you back, and you could realize that it's not necessarily true. Because there are certain things that may be true, but limiting beliefs in the majority are basically things we've told ourselves and beliefs we've established, like I said previously, because of family, because of different experiences that we've had in life. But we have to break through that. We have to say, you know what, no matter what they told me before, no matter what I've, thought before, that I can't ever reach this level of success. I could never, you can't think, oh, I can never, do what Gio's talking about and create a legacy and create something, that people would actually talk about. Well, you can do it because people have already done it. So the first thing, identify it. Second thing, put actions into place to help you overcome those limiting beliefs. So let's just say, for example, going to the other example, if you've never run a business or you've never thought that you could be a successful business person, you do all your research to how you can start a business, then expand your knowledge, right? Define what it is you want to do. And then once you have that clear, now it's time to find a mentor, somebody to help you along the way that will help guide you so that you can go on the right path. And that way you'll start little by little, as you're taking these actions towards, expanding your knowledge, setting up a business, talking to an accountant, doing all these things, it starts to become a lot easier to believe that, you know what, this isn't as hard as I thought. And that limiting belief starts to get broken down. And that's what's needed. So you need to take that action towards overcoming it. And then after that, now you surround yourself with other people who are also where you thought you couldn't be, because then that's going to help you continue to overcome those limiting beliefs that you may have in your life. Because we all are capable of achieving great things. Does it take hard work sometimes? Is it difficult sometimes? Well, of course it is. Sometimes I've even thought, the doubt will sometimes get you. And I've sometimes thought, well, am I going to be really able to make a impact like I want on the world through this community and through the businesses, and am I going to be able to do it? But then all of a sudden I say, you know what? Yeah, I am going to do it, and I am gonna be successful and make this happen and help people along the way, and then I just keep going. So it's a lot of times you're gonna have to surround yourself with the right people who helps keep you motivated and on track. And then also you have to be willing to make a self-assessment, and when these doubts start coming in, because you will have those doubts come in, you have to be able to block them and stay on track and disciplined to say, you know what, I already understand that this is not true. This limiting belief is holding me back. I'm not going to let it hold me back any longer. I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to take action. And you just basically you stare those situations right in the face, and that's when you just start running over fears and running over limiting beliefs, and then this whole other world just opens up for you of opportunities. And that's what I want you all to understand. Just think about this. If you have a limiting belief right now, no matter what it is, if it's that you're not going to be able to be financially free and you're always going to have some type of debt, I don't believe that. I believe you can be financially free and be truly successful. I believe you can create a legacy in terms of, if you want to become whatever it is, a musician, a philanthropist, you want to a missionary, you want to make an impact through your business, whatever it may be, you can do it. You just got to put your mind to it, be focused, disciplined, gain the knowledge, put your skin in the game, and keep going through thick and thin. Keep going. Surround yourself with the right people. Destroy the limiting beliefs and you'll make it. I'm telling you, you will make it. But it's not going to be easy, but you can make it, and it's going to be all worthwhile. So that's basically all I have for today. I just wanted to really emphasize this because this came into my mind, and I felt like a lot of people who may be watching this obviously may be like me, where sometimes we've had these beliefs since we were brought up with, like, that we're not going to be able to have or run our own businesses. We're not going to be able to have X amount of money. All these limiting beliefs that are put on us sometimes, that sometimes it's from other people that don't even sometimes give us a choice. They just want to push these beliefs on us. But you have to, like I said, you have to block that out. You have to take action towards overcoming them. So putting yourself in situations so that you can really see that belief for what it is, which is false. And that way, once you realize that, you start taking action. You start surrounding yourself with the right group of people. It just starts to elevate your game, and you start getting motivated, and you start feeding off that other energy of other people, and you start saying, you know what, wow, that's right, if this person was able to do it, they're not different than me, then I could do it as well. And then you see this other person on the other side succeeding and bulldozing through their fears and limiting beliefs, and then you say, wow, they did it, well, I can do it too. So that's why community and having the right people around you is going to help you build your legacy and help you overcome those limiting beliefs that will hold you back. So I hope that this community turns into that. This community that we're building here on Legacy Up, I hope we can turn into that community where people will support each other, and we'll be able to help each other get past those different limiting beliefs and all those different false beliefs that keep us held back, keep us in fear. I want to eliminate that, and I want us to all be as successful as we can be, and just function at our full capacity and our full potential. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that may not even be functioning, not even at 50% of what their potential is, because they've been just limited and they've been just crushed in terms of their belief and their self-esteem and what they can do. And I want to change that. I want people to be able to be uplifted and know that if you proclaim it, if you believe it and you say it, you can achieve it. If you believe it in your mind and then you say it, you put that on paper and you start working towards that, you can achieve it. So I challenge you to go against those limiting beliefs that may have been holding you back until now. Things that people may have told you while you were growing up, or even now in the journey, in the part of your journey you're at now. People may have been telling you negative things that have maybe put some doubt or fear in you. I want you to cancel those, and I want you to understand that you can overcome them, and you're gonna overcome them, and you're gonna build something great. We just gotta be able to get past those hurdles and not let that hold us back. So I hope this was a valuable episode for you guys. Have a great day. I appreciate every single one of you who's tuning into these videos. Again, see you on the next one within the next 24 hours. It's Legacy Up. Take care.